And I have returned. Welcome back. For those of you watching the VODs on YouTube, hello! Please be sure to do all the social stuff, etc., etc. We are continuing along our merry little journey with angels today. And yeah, it is time to get to work on the bobmonium. I have decided it is time for bobmonium. It is past time for the bobbest of bobmonium. Of which I'm going to need a few extra stuff. A few more units of things. In order to get to... Oh, hello, I have stone... I have the thingies. I like these thingies. These thingies are great. I like these. Make these, please. Just give all these. All of them. I like them. They're really good thingies. Why are those blue metal mixing furnaces so great? If they behave the same way as I would hope that they do. These things are basically just furnaces with the ability to set the recipe. That's the blue furnaces. As far as I'm remembering, they just let you set the recipe, which is real nice. Real nice. So bobmonium is going to be different. Not only are we not going to have as much bobmonium to work with, just because of its 250% mining time, we're also going to be doing ore sorting of bobmonium. That is the key. And I have been joined. I have just been joined by Ollie. Hello. Hello, my pretty boy. My pretty Ollie. My big, big, big boy. Yes, you've come to my lap. Yes. Yes, you're gonna be good boy on my lap, huh? You're gonna be good boy today? Yes, you're gonna be good boy. Better than your sister was, huh? Yes, okay. We're going to be doing the ore sorting here, and this is going to give us slag that we'll have to deal with as well. This is going to need crushed, and we'll have the ore. We will do ingredient input here. Okay, so I should just add in, like, okay, we're going to have that and that as our glass and tin, and I want to know how much of these we'll end up with for a given amount of ore that we'll have in. Okay. We are making several mining drills. I could theoretically do the, whatever, 75, 76 mining drills, but nah. Nah. Nah, nah. Sounds like a better response. Just nah. Nah. Although, that would be 30. And it's like, okay, should I just add another 16? Another this? And have it? And have it? Sure, fine, whatever. We did it anyway. We've done the thing anyway. That's 15 per second. Although it's 3 belts to try. Oh god. So. We do not need a belt thingy here for this. A balancer. We don't need to do a balancer. We're okay, I think. We are okay because we have loaders. We have the power of loaders. And note that this is going to make 5.7 and 2.9 tin and glass. Here's my main problem with this. This particular sorting process is going to be temporary. As soon as I have enough glass, like a chest or so of the glass, I am going to stop doing this. And then I will transition back to just making tin rather than add more glass. The main reason for this is we don't get a main consumer of glass for quite some time. So it's going to just get used in making buildings for the immediate future. We will eventually need a source of glass, but not yet, which is the key. Which is the key. So this is our first foray into doing this ore sorting, but also, and not our last, but also it's just temporary. We don't need to keep going, and I do need 4 more of these, and apparently even more stone. Apparently I need more stone too. Also, I need to, like, pay really close attention to the power. Ollie, where you going? Where you going? Where you going, my boy? Where you going? There's a tail. There's that tail. Oh, now he's going to just sit in the middle of my screen. Thank you. Hi, Ollie. Yes, that you are a kitten. You are a pretty kitten, pretty gray kitten with little tabby stripes that you can barely see. Huh? Oh. That would help. That would help a little. At least a little. I need stone. Stone? Oh. Okay. It's all being processed. Every single unit is getting processed. Okay. So that means you. This is why I have several places to get stone, by the way. Make those things. Make those glorious things. You are out of wood. Go ahead and do that. I will grab those. All of those. Thank you. For those intermediates. I suppose I should have grabbed the other things too. Please, with the poles. I like poles. Poles are great. Poles are fantastic. And yes, since it's on my mind, I'm going to be making a note here off to the side saying to try to get old Bob's circuit icons and to double check on gray belt speeds. Just so that we are clear on this. Now, I mentioned I don't need a balancer here, and that is because even though I don't have larger chests, this is fine. This is legal. We can do this. This balances. This is a balancer. Yep. That is a thing. It does balance for us. So this, I think, is exactly what I'm going to do. So there's a few things regarding ore sorting. So ore sorting in and of itself is going to require you to crush first and then do the thing. But you also need to consider that this produces slag. And the slag can be processed into crushed stone. And then that can all become stone. Like this. Just like so. So keep all of this in mind. Keep all of this in mind. I'm pretty sure you need a second thingy. If we're getting half, that's 1.5, 1.5. Yeah, so we need that setup if you are interested in direct insertion. If you're interested in direct insertion, this is the way that you go. I don't think that I'm going to do direct insertion. And there's various formats like this. I know Nilaus loves trying to do the direct insertion stuff with this. At least I've seen that in the past. I don't know. I haven't watched Nailhouse anytime in the recent. But yeah, this is generally speaking the type of layouts you can end up with when trying to work with space efficiency and all that good stuff and as much direct insertion as possible. If you know me, you know that I don't generally try to do that type of a thing, so we're gonna go with this general type of thing, where we're instead going to be adding an additional step down below this. And we are going to do this right here, I think. There is an argument to like keep expanding and just tack more onto this, so actually, yeah, we'll do this here. I only need the one. This patch, I could tap more into this, but I tend to design around specific throughputs rather than maximizing however much I can get out of a thing and then trying to calculate how much I'm getting out of that whole patch by just saturating it with stuff. So we're just gonna have this down here. I will need to change things. I will need a lot more resources in the form of all the belts and such, and the loaders and the splitters and the belts and all that good stuff. Let's not make belts though. Yeah, that's a thing. I need to grab a whole bunch of the doohickeys. Let's hold off on 5 additional ones of that. Oh hey, free stuff. I like free stuff. That fell to the ground. I like free stuff. Free stuff is awesome. And yes, I could like start building bus. I could actually speed up my tech gain if I really wanted to, like right now, instead of trying to do all this in this moment in time. Do I just do that? If only for the tech boost. Let's go for the tech boost. I think that's a decent thing to think about right now, is to have tech. So the main bus is going to live right around here. We'll build downwards, and we're going to build probably on the left side of this bus. So let's come down, be like, hey, this is 4 units. At the moment, we have to build every other. And let's keep in mind that as soon as I upgrade to yellow, what's going to end up happening is that this is going to become empty. And this is going to become empty. So if I plan ahead here and only have sets like this on the bus, then we'll be set and ready to go. This can be the copper. From all the way up here. Ah-dee-dee-da, going all the way up, using all this belt, all this wonderful belt. Wow, that alignment. Holy crack. Yeah. Planned. We planned it to be this way. Absolutely. Planned. We intended this to happen this way. Absolutely. Completely intentional. So something that I've not ever done, or at least not really have done, is the concept of the gear wheels on the bus. Since I haven't done it, let's do it. Let's do it this time. So there's a lot of discussion, controversy that has been had over whether or not you should bus gears. And what it ultimately comes down to is in this scenario, gears are a denser product. So in this mod set, it is a 2-to-1 ratio of iron into gear wheels. So yes, it is going to be good to have gear wheels on the bus, especially as ubiquitously as they get used. When it's a 1-to-1 ratio of iron to gear wheels, it's not. It's a lot tougher to decide. It's like, we should probably do this on site, in that case, and just keep the iron flowing. But no matter what, you're still spending iron on these gear wheels, so it's like, it depends on how you're sourcing your iron, really. Because if either way we're losing 6 plates per second to make that 3 gear wheels, it's like, if either way, like, does it really matter? Does it really matter if either way we're losing that iron throughput? It only matters if we have even more iron throughput, right? I have no idea what this line is going to be. I will, in no way, shape, or form, ever bus the copper cables as copper cables. Okay, so this allows me to do the science out here. I should also consider that I want to make as many labs as I can. You are going to make my science. And conveniently, this is gear wheels plus stuff, plus copper. Let's do 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 and 10. Ta-da! 1, 1, 1. That is, a lot more than what I have now. Let's go ahead and cancel that one to start making the, splitters here. Good question. So we're gonna have a shared input belt between the gear wheels and the copper. Science will not live on my bus, just so we're clear on that as well. I'm just giving a think here because that's going to be a thing as well. I also need a... right. We cannot forget the most important thing is the sidewalk. The sidewalk is very important. It will define that boundary that we don't build on. This is pretty small. This is just 4. Size 4. I'm fine with that. And size 4 with a gap of 2 between the first item on the bus. I think that's going to be quite valuable. Now, unfortunately, with the gray belts, we can't really get away with not building anything on our sidewalk until we get into yellows. But yeah, just sizing and all that. But we still have at least this pathway. This is supposed to be our driveway, basically. This is our... We can run down here with a car without having to worry about running into things with the car. That's it. That's all it's really for, is when I get a car, I will not need to worry about stuffs. Let's just do that. I mean, there's gonna be a gap here anyway once I get into 4 lines of, into lines of 4. And if anything, I'll need stuff on these 2 lines. But yeah, there we go. And also the at least gap of 1 on here. Do I want my poles this side or this side? I think it is going to be better to keep it on this inside line. So power poles also run the length of the bus. So here's the thing about Bob's Angels, right? A main bus is very viable for the entirety of Bob's Angels. You can beat Bob's Angels and Space Extension with a main bus build, and that is exactly what I did on my initial Bob's Angels playthrough streamed. When I started consistently streaming and was playing an Angels playthrough, Bob's Angels Space Extension playthrough, I stuck with the main bus for the entirety of it. And I very rarely had trains. I had a few trains, like very rudimentary, single line type train station things. Like it was not the best, shall we say. Not the best use of trains. And ideally, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's have at least the 10 labs. Because I think these labs are consuming 0.1 each. And that'll use all my stuff. Not the best use of the trains on that playthrough. Because I was still learning trains. That was the main concern, is that I was still learning stuff in Factorio, let alone the more advanced concepts that we're using these days. So that should be 10, and that should be the full 1 per second of stuff. And this will dramatically increase the rate at which I'm going to get these techs. I'm going to close off that crafting speed 2. We're going to stick with 1 just so that we can more quickly get into the Arboretum's tech. And I can start gathering my wood, start automating the wood production. Just as soon as we place this last thing, we're going to head over and start working on that bobmonium processing. Since we've been accruing bobmonium, the tin is going to live right over here, by the way. There we go. Tech! Tech is moving much faster now, ideally. Now that I have all of that stuff set up. How is the state of my power looking? Just fine. Power's looking fine. And that's going to put a nice little demand on my iron and copper production, because that's going to use 2 iron and a copper each second on that science. Huzzah! Good stuffs. Good stuffs. Okay, keep doing what you're doing here. Alright, you've placed all those things. This now needs crushed bobmonium assigned. And this needs to swap over to bobmonium, and it will need power. But I'm not going to give it power quite yet. Not quite yet, because we need to build out the rest of this ore sorting shenaniganry. Alright. 5. We need to load 15 per second of stuff. Right? Into these 5. Which is why I'm, like, concerned a little bit about the spacing. I'm probably gonna put it 1 more tile away, at least. Another reason to have nanobots, by the way. This helps with repositioning stuff that might be off by, like, a tile, etc. So we're gonna be doing the bobmonium ore sorting for now. Just for now. I need more loaders. I need a lot of loaders. I need more wood. Oh boy. Oh boy. More wood is required. Alright, let's go take care of this issue. Let's steal a little bit off of that. Grab all those. Get more nanobots, actually. A few more nanobots. And grab additional of that. Of course, redo the splitters. And, ooh, I'm running low on the actual belts. Grab more belt. Wow, the techs. The techs! They're so fast! Oh my god, they're so fast now. What? They're so fast! This is shenaniganry. These belts, they're going so quickly. This tech is fast. Wow. Wow. I'm not gonna, like, do anything else with farming for the moment. Really? Hmm. Highly tempting, that. The electric drill 2 is mining speed 1 per second. Electric mining drill 2, 1 per second. What? One per second. Isn't normal thingies 0.5? Okay. Okay, sure. Double the speed. Double the speed is double the fun. That one doesn't need a splitter. That one needs a splitter. Why? Why does it kill the ghosts? Why does it have to kill the ghosts? I don't even. So, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, less than 15. Is that right? Exactly 15. That is exactly 15. Yeah, that's 7.5 plus 7.5. Exactly 15 per second of stuff that you get out of this. Which is the exact amount of stuff thrown at it. Which sort of makes sense. All you're doing is sorting. You're sorting what you already have, right? So that's why it's 15 into 15. It is 1 to 1 into separate things. You are just sorting what you already have. You wouldn't lose the stuff that you already have, right? One would imagine that you wouldn't want to lose the stuff that you've started with. You're just shaking it, basically. That's what I see these machines as, just gigantic, like, rototap machines, just sorting the stuff by grain size, I would imagine. These things do a little bit different processes. This is actually just giving you, not by size, but just in general, getting rid of things. Getting things sorted, I should say. Splitting up the different componentries without really putting as much thought into the blah. Into the blah, the blah, the blah, the blah. Into how you get these, right? Like, well, how does it actually do the sorting? It's left in the air. Left in the air. Like, I like to think of it as sorting grain sizes, because that's, generally speaking, what happens in reality. For sorting things, you sort by grain sizes, you can sort by density, you can do all sorts of stuff with water to do the density thing, etc., etc. So, ooh. Right, so that's another big thing that happened with Bob's, was thorium was a thing introduced for the nuclear processing. What sorts to thorium? That's a great question. Product of ferrous and cupric crystals, as well as sludge into uranium fluorite and thorium. Ingredient in thorium processing. So only through this can you get thorium. Okay, so if we ever plan on doing anything involving the fusion nuclear fuel cells, and or thorium fuel cells, we are going to need to go through and do that. Which is pretty neat, because that actually gives a use to oh, and there's a reprocessing, giving Neptunium and Curium. Cool, all sorts of various things in here. Muon fusion catalysts, making stuff, yeah. Ooh, okay. A-bombs. Deuterium fuel cells too. Fuel cells. Do I really want to get into that? Oh boy. Oh boy. Give me silos. I like silos. Silos are good. Give me lights. Lights are good. I like lights. I like lights. So we're now at the point where it's like, okay, I've got the main really key techs that I really want. So now it's like, okay, just take techs. Just take text. That's it. That's all. I need to filter out the slag on one, and then filter out the output ore. Where are the ores again? Hold up. Where are the actual ores? In here at the very beginning. First steps. Let's filter out the tin, sure, and then the other one's the quartz. So this is going to need more ore crushers to make the crushed stone. If I have a look at this, this is going to need to process 3.8 or 3.75 slag, which is going to need 3 of these. And then the 3 of these, 3.75 would mean 7.5 crushed stone, and 7.5 crushed stone would need another 4 of these afterwards. So it does make sense to keep this moving. Yes. Didn't I? Yes, 3. 3, yes. Just like so. We're gonna make really good use of all the loaders I can possibly do. I need more wood. Again. Oh god, so much. So much stuff and things. Fortunately, I think each individual one... Oh. I am wishing for beautiful things. No, I'm wishing for the blue inserters. I want them. I want blue inserters at some point rather soon, but anyway. Tex, hi. We need more. Take whatever you want. Stuffs. Inventory's good. I like inventory, and I would like more inventory spots. That would be great. Another line between those two techs. I would also like all of you, and I will steal those for now. Gib more loaders. Gib more splitters. Gib more undergrounds. I don't really need to do those. at the moment. Give more inserters. Give more assembling machines. Yeah, that would be great. A few of those. Just a few of those. So does it make sense to do this split there? No. I do want to cut it, though, and not, just to make sure that I have that in my copy-paste arrangement. That's gonna go down here. I need, I guess, that to store stone. Okay, good, I have those placed. Place that, please. Okay, I need 2 of this. That's going to go down like so. I'm going to go and grab some stuff. Does this work how I expect it to? Yes, it does. It lets me just straight up define what gets what, which is fantastic. These are good, great furnaces. I like using these because you can just tell it what you want to do rather than use the actual furnace mechanic. I will always till the end of time keep on saying that the actual furnace mechanic makes zero. While it makes some logical sense that a furnace is dumb, from a gameplay mechanic perspective, it's stupid. I would rather have the ability to just pick the recipes on these, because I absolutely care about what I'm throwing at the stone furnaces. I will always care about what's going into my furnaces. And I'd rather be able to just set the recipe at all times. At all times, I want to set the recipe. Gib stuff. Gib things. While it's a good mechanic, I like the mechanic of the furnaces. That actual furnace mechanic. I just don't think it applies well to furnaces. Yeah, that's the main issue. I just shouldn't be used for furnaces, honestly. I wanna pick my stuff. I wanna pick the recipes, ideally. Oh hey, there's the ground borer. Groundwater borer. Which reminds me, I haven't added the thingy yet for the viscous mud water. But yeah, I'll add it at some point to make sure that I can do that on demand anywhere, because yeah, this is my only source of water to get seafloor pumps placed. I think I want explosive excavation. I was over there to pick up actual thingies, but I didn't do that. You know what? No, just use the dumb ones for now. I have my setup. I have my setup. Grab the thingies. Where are they? They're up here, right? Yes, up all the way up there. Let's grab them. Stone furnaces. Beautiful stuffs. I'm going to need tons of inserters. A few. Just a few of those. And a lot of the power poles as well. I don't need this much, for now. I don't really need this much for now, because we're not going to be using all of this for the glass. The glass is going to stay stored. And once I've stored up enough of the glass, I'm not going to necessarily need more. Oh, and yeah, I do absolutely, yes, I absolutely want to do stone furnaces, because, and, like, upgrade all these things. And the reason for that is because I want to be able to easily switch specifically here with the tin. Yeah, that's gonna be my plan. It's a good thing that I have these blue stone metal mixing furnaces that I can actually set the recipe. This is why the standard furnace system is stupid. Because what if I want to swap stuff? Well, then you end up with stuff inside of the furnace that you have to manually clean out if you're trying to switch. Right? You end up with that stupidity. And it is stupidity. I will always refer to it as complete and utter stupidity. That's how basic furnaces work in this game. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not one bit. We're gonna go up here, do that. Give power to the everything, ideally. Make sure that it's all connected and operational. I still have to have the thingy for the stone too, so I actually need another doohickey here. And I have to bring the stuff in too. Yeah, that coal. Coal is nice. I like coal. Gib more things. I want to actually do this upgrade before it's too late. There. So you are going to be making tin out of the tin plates. Or out of the tin ore. That is your duty. And this allows me to just, you know, undo, automatically clean out the thing, and then place the crushed bobmonium when that becomes a thing that I need to do. I will need a bigger line than this to process my stuff. My, stone. More things. More! Ooh, more nanobot ammo. More ammo! All the ammo! My goodness, so many things. So yeah, more you. Alright, how many, thingies? 30? Good. We're just gonna make a, another line. I have decided another line of coal will exist for this. To feed this side. Just because I have those mining drills available to me at this moment in time. Alright, down we go. Down we go. Yeah, I much prefer these gray belts going 15 to 7.5, just to keep hammering that point home. It's not reasonable to me to start the game slower than you would otherwise start in a vanilla playthrough like that. Just no. I don't even know why gray exists as a thingy in Bob's. Like, what? Why? Why can't we just start with yellow? Why does gray even need to be a separate thingy? It makes zero sense to me. But anyway, that's going to... By having this, it's going to allow me to have everything get in a larger stack size. Have all this stone go into stone bricks, just to have a larger stack size of stone bricks, which means I can shove more into them into a chest, and I don't have to worry about it for quite as long. I eventually will have to worry about it, And I will eventually need to throw these into liquefiers and then void liquefiers. I don't think I have the resources for that. You need steel for the classifiers, or whatever the heck they're called. These guys. Clarifiers, excuse me. Or you don't need ooh, okay. Well, good. Good. That's step 1. Step 2 is to actually get that recipe that converts the stuff into the things. But I don't think I have that yet. When does one get the mineral water? Mineral stuff? Mineralized water from crushed stone? Brown algae processing. Okay, let's grab brown algae processing. Next. Yeah. Oh, hey, nanobot upgrades. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. As does the crafting speed 2 and 3 and 4, etc., etc. Crafting speed. Yes, let's get all that so that I can actually transition all of my setups to allow me to void once I am backed up on the stone and stone bricks. That will help significantly. So we have glass and tin. I can make yellow belts now if I was so inclined. The problem is these are effectively red belts, in that while at the basic level, grays, you get 2 for each recipe cycle, you only get 1 here. So for all intents and purposes, yellow belts are red belts, and this is another reason why I think they should just have the same speed as red belts. Like, the standard progression is 15, 30, 45, 60, etc. That is normal progression of belt speeds. I see no reason to start slower than that. 15's already slow in my mind. Anyway, that I think is that. Let's not do that. Let's get more inserters. Oh, could do filter inserters if I had electronic boards. Cool. Very, very neat. Neat. Huh. Yes, Gib, all those. Stone, you say? He needs stone, you say? Make all the greenhouses. Make every single possible greenhouse. Okay. Let's make it clear. We're wanting to have all of the greenhouses. Processing my thoughts. As many as possible, okay? That's gonna be the thing about the greenhouses. As many as I can. So the thing is, this is the recipe that's actually gonna convert the trees into wood. So if I'm looking at wanting a belt of wood, I need 2 trees, and 2 trees is going to be about 54 greenhouses. Yeah. That's a few. And also 2 trees is going to consume... Whoops, wrong one. 2 trees is going to consume the 0.25, the like quarter of a saw blade each if I want that 15 out. So the saw blades would be a quarter of a iron plate. Not. It's not bad. It's not a bad process. Definitely worth doing. Absolutely. Absolutely. And of course I do need to be able to make the seedlings, which means I need a seed. Wait, what? Where's the seed extractor? Here. Hey, it's steel. It's my good friend steel. Okay. I do have these. And we do have the, like, really basic, most basic of basic steel recipes. I'm actually going to cut that to paste down over here ish, because basically what I'll do is I will steal you know what, just give me, where are you, just these. Of all the yellow belt related stuff, what I want is the underground belts. Like, out of everything, it's the underground belts that are the most important. And that allows me to place those on the thing. Yeah, that lets me do that and that. Like, I don't care about anything about the speed. I care about the underground distance. Oh boy. That excuse me, that. Make me a few units of steel. I don't particularly care about whether or not they are offloading into a chest. Just move. That's all I care about. Move. Just move. Also, I could do that with gray undergrounds, ideally. And what I could do here is push, like, bring down the power poles, and that would allow me to actually have long-handed inserters on here that would output into a chest, the steel. Ta-da! In case you were wondering, that is how that is done. Let's actually kill off some of that, and let me do that, so I can do that and that. There we go. So I have how many? Say 8? Yeah, sure, you know, all my iron. All of my iron. Literally the entirety of the throughput of my iron right now would go directly into this if it was preferentially splitting into here. So no, what you're going to do is you're going to prioritize the science, as well as all this, clearly. And then all the rest can go into making me some steel. I have steel now, which also means I can start doing metallurgy. Oh boy, so you can see how quickly things start to ramp up here. Now we can do metallurgy. Metallurgy acts upon actual ores and not the crushed versions. So this also is why ore sorting becomes a better thing to do. For now, though, we're going to ignore its very existence. We shall ignore its existence. Right now, all we could really do is the copper ingots and tin ingots, although really the tin is what we would end up doing. And then casting the tin ingots. That's actually a good point of comparison to make. So I can directly cast these 7.5 tin ores into 5.7 tin plates. If instead I were to process them into ingots and then cast the ingots, I would end up with 7.5. I would end up with a 1-to-1 ratio in tin, if I needed the tin, right? If I needed the tin, that would get me to a 1-to-1 ratio. if we also compare to the straight up casting from crushed, the straight up casting from crushed would give, wow, really? Would give 5 plates. So you're telling me, in this instance, that the ore sorting actually gives more, 5.7 in the case of tin. We saw how that was not the case with iron. Yeah, that was not the case if we sorted iron. Because we ended up with 10 plates by doing sapphirite into plates directly, crushed sapphirite. But if we ore sort the sapphirite, we ended up with 5.7 on the iron, and you end up with copper. Like, also we end up with copper that we can do processing of. But yeah, if the point is iron, stick with the sapphirite. So it seems like, I guess bobmonium is not like quote unquote the best on the sorting of the actual casting of the crushed to get 10. Wow. That is something new I have learned this day. So it is just better always to tin ore from ore sorting. Neat. You have to deal with the glass though, and that quartz, which again, I don't like that. I don't like that. I need a way to get rid of that quartz. / not have to deal with that quartz. Or have a separate, dedicated way of dealing with the quartz. Because as you can see, this is already halfway full. It's like, okay, I can only do so much for the glass in making a bunch of the doohickeys, the greenhouses. I can only make so many greenhouses, right? Like, we can only do so much on the greenhouses. Speaking of the greenhouses, I need the seed thingy. Give me seed thingy. Let's actually plan this. New production line. I need wood. I need the wood out of that. Okay, I need 15 wood out of that. This is going to mean that I need that for saw blades. That's actually 0.25, not 0.3. Could you please give me the extra place value? Thank you. 0.22, not 0.25. Okay, excuse me. And then it is, of course, from the seedlings in the greenhouses, and the seedlings will also take wood, so let us do matrix solver to tell us the true and accurate values here. I need 2 seed extractors. Okay. 2 seed extractors looping back the wood into tree seedlings. Cool. Very neat. One thing that bugs you about Angel's Bob, it's very difficult to balance production in the early game. Yeah, that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea behind Angels. That is pretty much exclusively an Angels problem. Because it's Angels that adds in these weird ores, these weird types of ores that you then have to convert and process into actual metallic ores. But it is good to know that that tin is actually higher output when you cast the actual sorted ore from bobmonium rather than the casting from crushed bobmonium. That's an interesting thing to me, that's the case there. Anyway, so the next item on our bus is obviously going to be the setup for the greenhouses. And, of course, this is why I have the stone water wells mod. Hey. we're gonna have some a stone water well that'll provide way more than I'll need for water. This is also a little bit of a pain in the rear end, just because of my lack of medium power poles. Ooh, that's a little high. Not having medium power poles makes this quite annoying, because we have to have, you'll see, it's a lot of annoyance with the inserters and power. With that, let's grab stuff. Oh, really? It went through the whole backlog. Good. I like to see that. Let's see about adding additional power. Additional power is required. Do I have the thingies? I do have the 8 boilers, which is good. Do that thing. Thank you so much for the follow. Sick. Excuse me. What now? Buh. Is that all? Or is it 2 more? It's 2 more. There we go. That is that. Okay. There's the full line of 20, the first full line of 20. That is able to process for me 1.8 megawatts times 20. 36 megawatts of power out of that. Up to 36 megawatts of power if I had the actual production of coal to throw at it. Oh. Hey, buddy. You need power poles on this side. Why are those power poles, like, not accurate? Max length. Come on, you can do it. I know you can do max length. Do the max length. There we go. So that was 20, so I need another that there. In the alternative, I could just, like, split from another thingy, but oh well. More mining drills. So it's odd that the harder Pi Suite doesn't really have this issue. Well, that's the thing with the Pi Suite, is that there's different complexities to it. This is, I mean, this is like fantasy, complete and utter fantasy. Pi Suite's more trying to be realistic, somewhat realistic, while also maintaining some sort of like actual gameplay balance there. So, yes, if you were trying to be realistic, very realistic, extremely realistic, this type of thing is actually an abstraction of very real processes, right? You can't just mine iron as iron. It's not actually pure iron most of the time. Just like it's not usually pure copper. It exists, but it's not pure copper. It's not pure iron. It's not pure tin. It's not pure tungsten. It's not pure titanium. You find it mineralized. These are often mined as minerals. Iron in the form of hematite, etc., etc. And what ends up happening is you have to actually refine these things. You have to extract the purer and purer metals. And that's where all of the, like, Pyrite ores refining comes in, is those are processes that refine and help purify those various types of ores. But so when you have iron ore, quote unquote iron ore, the abstraction with the Pie is that this is not technically iron ore, this is whatever mineralized iron ore that of choice, iron ore of choice. Yes, and you have no burners in Angels. That's the main. That's a pretty big issue too. No solid burners. They give you a. You get a gas vent. You get a way to burn excess fluids, but they don't give you a way to burn excess solids. Like what? And you have to do shenaniganry. Like yeah, you have to do shenaniganry in Angels to void crushed stone even. Like you at least get a way to get rid of crushed stone, which by the way, I should have that method now to get rid of the crushed stone. I'm just going to take a bunch of text here just to have. Oh yeah, that stuff's handy. Yes, these check valves, those are good. I like those. So, like, right now, what I have access to, as long as I properly prioritize stuff, is, and I need to do, what was this, 7.5? Pretty sure I made a liquefier. You do this recipe. You do this recipe by then throw. You can actually go a little bit higher than that. If I throw this stuff in at this, I can power it, put down a source of water. Suppose get some pipe. That would be good too. It's like on my mind to just keep to go over and grab pipe, but I always just get distracted by something else. I've come up here many times already to go specifically get pipe, and I just don't actually grab the pipe. I always do something else. Ugh. Oh yeah, and a belt that's doing 15 per second, by the way. Oh yeah, water. Water helps. Water helps. A thingy doing 15 per second of coal with a fuel value of 4 can only really supply 60 megawatts of power, so even if you do double this by mirroring it and building on the other side of the belt a full line of 20 things, even though it could do 72 megawatts of power, it can't with a standard 15 per second belt. That is a limitation there of the fuel that's being used. So, what you end up doing here is having this thing known as a clarifier. It's rather large. They're a little big, but they work. I don't remember the amount of stuff a single clarifier can clarify. What's the speed on these? How much stuff per second? I'm going to assume that it's like greater than 150. Let's make an assumption that it's greater than 150. I guess I can check as it makes stuff here. It just needs to do at least 75. And I think it only voids once it has a certain amount of stuff in it. 160 items per second. So yeah, just one of these can void more than 15 is the idea here. So there you go. You can absolutely use this mineralized water for stuff. Absolutely, you can do that, but why? Why bother? So now, this is perpetual. This system is perpetual. I just need to make sure that the glass doesn't do exactly this and be completely backed up. Because that will stop completely the flow of tin. Completely stops the flow of tin. I am backed up on tin, but, well, that's going to be a problem over time. So I'm going to put this on the bus for now. I'm going to need glass on my main area, whatever I'm doing. I haven't decided. I don't think I'm going to do a main bus on this playthrough of Angels. I think that we have grown a little bit beyond the concept of doing the main bus for the entirety of the game. Oh, right. It adds 4. It doesn't add 2, which means it goes from 2 to 6 on the gap, and then 10. Which means that this is completely off. Oops. Whoopsies. Or no, that's not off at all. That is the first item. Yeah. You know, that just gives me this, and this to work with. And then this, and this to work with. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We can do this. Yes. This is fine. Everything is fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. It works. It works fine. I just say, yeah. Oh, I have more to work with in here. Cool. Gap of six lines. 6 lines. All right. Sure. Why not? We were working on having greenhouses do their stuff. Yeah, that was a thing. Let's do that. Let's have our greenhouses do stuff, things. So, I was talking about how the greenhouses were a little wonky on the setup for power. It's only wonky though if you set it up like this. Basically, or you know, the reverse of this, which is fangs, the fangs build, as I like to call it, just because of how this looks. You've got pointy fangs sticking out from your flat teeth, pointy fangs, and that goes that way. That goes that way. Hello, Ollie. Welcome back, Ollie. You came right to my lap. Hello, pretty boy. Hello, pretty Ollie. Yes. You want to come to my lap and relax? Yes. Get some attention from me. In this scenario, because I'm stuck with the medium electric, the small electric poles, what would end up happening is I would need to do this. I would need to do this to properly power these. So, ow, ow, Ollie, please, stuff things. So what I will do instead this time around is we're gonna end up like this. Did I mention this uses a lot of inserters? This uses a lot of inserters. You've got I hope you've gotten the theme of the day today. We're using a lot of inserters, a lot of logistics stuff. Lots and lots and lots of logistics stuff today. Getting used. Now this just... We're still going to use a lot of electric poles because then we need one in every gap. Near enough. Or do we? Do we have the... Oh, good. That... Yes, that is so much more elegant. Yes. That is so much more elegant. I should be building like this. Always. Always. Just always. Like this. Okay, that's gonna be the trees out. I also need the seedlings as well, so... the seedlings and the trees and the... Oh god, all the things. So we've got... I think it's 2 machines that need to make the blades technically initially, and like one is enough to get things moving. I guess I'll stick with that. We also need to actually make the wood. How many of this is 10? 10 doing the wood. It gives more than 15 out on that. I want everything. I need more wood! Ah! You know what? Whatever. I'm not going to worry myself about the... I need to worry myself about the everything. So, stuff, yes. Blade. Whatever. Where's that? Yes, that thing. Job. Bad job. Da. Apply to the everything. So this may look rather stupid, and it is, believe me. It is rather dumb. But you know what? It works. And that's what really matters. Because these need a blade in. And... do I want to do that there, actually? No. No, the blade is gonna get its self-output there. Oh god, okay. I need undergrounds. Undergrounds! Ba, 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 ba. Oh no! Stuff, things, do that. Please. I need a splitter. You. There. That way, that way. Splitter. All I'm interested in right now is just getting the wood moving. That's it. Just wood moving, and that's gonna be like the goal. That's where we'll call it for the day, I think, is once this moves. When it moves, that'll be everything. Hello again, Ollie. Welcome. Welcome to the lap. Just come and plop yourself right on down on my lap. Just be really careful, because I don't have my legs crossed. You could fall down. He has a tendency of slipping right down. There we go. Now my leg is blocking you from falling. This is also a representation of the old icon for splitters, right? Like this is an older variant. They updated it to this newer splitter icon. And by the way, just to, because we're at the very end, I just want to make clear my complete disdain for every single one of these circuit icons. Can I please just again, I have complete disdain for every single one of these icons for the circuits. They are awful. I don't like them. I want what they used to be. Can I please get what they used to be? Like I want what these used to be back. I'm going to mod this so that I have the other icons for this, because the other icons are just better. Like, this is stupid. This is stupid. Like, no. Please. No. No, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I don't like this. This is bad. Bad, 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 bad. These brain ones are very similar to what they used to be. Like, these I think are very, 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 very similar to the previous icons, but yeah, or they might still be the same. I don't know. That these, I remember something like this for those, but these stupid, idiotic icons for circuits that are like matching the colors of the vanilla circuits, like, nah. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, nah, nah. I don't care that they match vanilla. Like, please don't match vanilla. I would rather they not. I want my old ones back. I want the old ones back. This is stupid. These icons. Just no. I want the ones that I had before. And I'm gonna find them, and we're gonna have that installed. Whatever it is that made those icons, I'm gonna have them. It's gonna be a thing. Would help if I assign the recipe as a step 1 here. I need the 2 seed extractors doing their thing. They need to be moved down a little bit. Okay, so we get into this concept of this is making technically more than 15 per second on its output. I'm going to have to completely redo these inserters. So instead of having inserters, they're going to be additional loaders eventually, and it's going to be like probably even yellow belts as well. Can we let's just say that it's gonna just upgrade completely to yellow belts. Like the throughput here is actually a full 30. If I really wanted to, I could just do the full-on yellow splitter 2 here, and I think that might just be what I end up doing. Because I do technically need to worry about having slightly above 15. And that actually solves a lot of my issues. But these do need to be loaders. Loaders, loaders, loaders. And then another tile down and splitters and all of that to keep things going. But these... Oh, you're not side by side. There you go. How much wood do I have on me? 5 units! Sure. We can start with that. We can work with this. We can work with this, right? 5 units. Go. Be free. Just add seedlings. Here come the seedlings. Here they come. Ideally, I would like to, load a chest with the wood. But oh well. Yes, my Ollie. We've done it! Ollie, we've done it! We've automated wood. Sort of. We've sort of automated the wood. Yeah, we've got our first cycles going, making trees. And those trees are gonna come in here, they're gonna go on this bottom line, the trees will feed into this stuff, and we're gonna get between 6 and 8 wood with our tree. And the saw blade, it will... I guess I need to turn off the nanobots, pick this up, and place down on that first one. Just because I need... This first one is going to be the most important to actually kickstart the whole process. So, big breath. With that, what did we get done over the course of these 3 hours? Oh boy. Well, the last little housekeeping stuff, I guess, is to place a radar down so I can see everything there. I'd like to see everything up here too. Get a radar down, sneak one in up here. So what did we get done today? Well, we went from having just, like, not many resources to now having a complete line of smelting on iron. We built all of this. We built all of this. And we built all of this for the tin and glass stuff. All of that got built, and all that bobmonium mining happened, and a couple additional setups for the coal happened, and we begun making the main bus. Started doing a lot more science, and we've now officially begun to automate the wood production. We did a lot today, for as much as I was just talking about random-ish topics, just spent a long time discussing various points, spent a long time talking about whether or not the grade belts are supposed to be 15 per second or 7.5 by default. Either way, I'm sticking with 15. Like, I don't care, ultimately, if it's supposed to be 7.5 or not. It's 15. It's 15. That's what I'm going with. I'm not going to arbitrarily nerf the starting belts to 7.5. But anyway, with all of that said and done, getting through the wood automation, that leaves us next time with, well, doing the tweaking and stuff to get all these things placed and all that, improving the total output of wood as we get our trees. As the trees flow down and start getting processed into actual wood, and the wood becomes more seedlings, and we get... Oh god, right. That's why I need filters. That's why I need filters. Why did it off? Huh. I would have thought it would have been sent out by the loader first, but yeah. Obviously, work still needs to be done here to get this properly moving and set up. But once we get through that, then it's the circuit board automation, like main first step, circuit board automation. Then we can automate everything. Basically, all this logistics stuff can be truly automated. All the gray belts and into yellow belts can all get automated now. That's going to be definitely on the agenda. I will need more iron, though. So more iron is also on the agenda, as well as switching the bobmonium back to crushed bobmonium to get tin, because we are a little bit backed up on that glass, and just going on from there, continuing with the progression, looking towards getting into the green science world type situation, getting lead for solder, for actual basic circuit boards, and all of that. That's what we're looking forward to. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today and you are watching the VODs on YouTube, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. You can, of course, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/otakushowboat, as well as support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back on Tuesday with more of this playthrough. Do not forget, Sundays are the Pie Block series. I hope to see you all on the next one.